Oh. Goalie, goal! Was it playing?
So good. So good. I saw it. Was it not playing for you?
I don't know. I hope everyone saw it. Welcome to the Penguins Collective Podcast. My name is Louie.
My name is Josh.
And we are two brothers who love to talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, talk about hockey.
Yeah, it's all good, especially the Pittsburgh Penguins.
What a game. All right, we got a goalie goal. We got Sidney Crosby masterclass. We had the worst first period of any hockey team of all time, now beating the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2. Did I mention we had a goalie goal? Tristan Jarry gets a goal. Out of all the goalies to score a goal, I would never guess Tristan Jarry to score. He does tonight. Josh, first thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, not only a goalie goal, but how about the first goalie in Pittsburgh Penguins history?
Not only that, Josh, let's break it down to even a more in-depth situation. Nedeljkovic just scored a goalie goal in Wilkes-Barre not too long ago, like a week ago. Then all of a sudden, they're talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Nedeljkovic is like, dude, just if you get it, let it rip. Yeah. I guarantee you it's going to go in. And wouldn't you know it goes in? I love that the camera on AT&T, Sportsnet Pittsburgh, it doesn't matter. Sportsnet Pittsburgh, they immediately panned to Nedeljkovic, and Nedeljkovic is like, come here. You got to come and bump the bumps. And like you could tell he was so happy for Jarry. Jarry was living it up. And not only did he score, he played so well tonight. Like I said, the first period was bad, but we left him out to dry a little bit. But Tristan Jarry was amazing tonight, Josh.
Yeah, and that's my takeaway from the whole game. Not only tonight, but also Tuesday night against Nashville. He kept us in both games. Both games could have easily had gotten away from us. Both games down 2-0. He kept us in it each time. Kept us in the game. We were able to make the comeback, even it up, and eventually win this game. Nashville, he was able to hold it down while we came back and tied it. Like he is being our workhorse. He is being the goalie, the guy that Kyle Dubas has been paid him to be. I mean, to be completely honest, I thought it was going to be okay if we had Nedeljkovic in tonight. I understand it was Tampa, but we just played 2 days ago on the road, and now we're still on the road, and he's going again. And this was kind of what I was hoping we would see out of Jarry this year and Sullivan, in that trusting him, saying, here, you are our guy. We want you every chance we can have you in net. We want you in net.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing so far. And I understand his win-loss record is not great. But you look at his save percentage and you look at his goals against average, and he is up there with the best of them. And as great as Vasilevsky looked tonight, which was, I told you last episode, was a concern of mine, the fact that he was back healthy and playing well.
Oh, yeah.
As well as he played tonight, Jarry looked better. Jarry looked like a better goalie than Vasilevsky tonight.
100%.
And I don't know how it only got talked about a little bit. I get it, just because it was a fast-paced third period, a lot of back and forth, not a whole lot of stops. But that Marcus Pettersson stop,
unreal. That saved the game.
Out of the air. That saved the game.
Saved the game. Not only that, I just think I'll let you finish. Keep on going.
Yeah, no.
You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
Yeah. So we had a full array of contributions from everyone, from top to bottom. Granted, we did not have it in the first period.
No.
But starting the second period on, because I'm sure they got an earful in the locker room from Sullivan. I'm sure of it. It's the only way they were able to come out with that type of energy for the second period and bounce back the way they did.
You're not
But
wrong.
everyone played well. And then for Sullivan to make a change on the defensive pairings. Don't know if you caught that.
Yeah. Shea. He moved Shea down.
Yeah.
He moved Graves down with
Graves
Shea.
down. Yes.
Well, Graves was playing terrible today. Anyway, continue.
Yes. And that was what I was going to say, is that it's kind of been it's been the next move coming in the lineup. I think for not only from what we could see, but from like just general fans, that Graves has not been playing well. Ludwig has. So reward Ludwig by coming up, playing with Letang, which that pairing looked pretty good. Now we just have to see it consecutively, and hopefully that will work out. But
yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Ludwig has been a pleasant surprise coming back from his concussion and being able to contribute the way he has. And Nieto played well tonight. Achari played well tonight. Carter got a goal. That's the bottom six that we're talking about.
Unreal.
That's the bottom six that everyone was complaining about.
Oh yeah.
But now we have it. Now we're rolling. This is the way that this is. I was going to say this game, but the last 40 minutes of this game is the way that this team needs to play.
Not only needs to play. How about probably the best turnaround I have seen from the Pittsburgh Penguins all season long, including last year. The fact that first period was downright garbage. Second and third period was a masterclass of not only switching up lines, defensive pairings, but playing the right way. We looked absolutely unbelievable. We have a couple people in the chat. Welcome, guys. NES Addict comes in just with awesome. Oh, he has a podcast. He is recording. He has a podcast that he is recording today. What's the name of the podcast? We'll shout it out for you, NES Addict.
Throw up what you're talking about. I can't see.
Why do you mean?
Throw up the.
Do you want me to throw up
the on the because I can't see.
NES comes in and says, I can only stay for a second. About to do my weekly Warp Pipe podcast myself. Is that the name of the podcast? I don't know. I'm assuming, but
it must be. Think about it.
There.
NES Addict.
I know.
Warp Pipe. Mario.
Josh, are you so proud of yourself?
I am for connecting
those dots there. The weekly Warp Pipe. It's a podcast. I'm assuming you could find this podcast where all podcasts, where you listen to all your podcasts. Go listen to the Penguins Collective podcast, then go directly after and listen to the weekly Warp Pipe podcast hosted by our boy NES Addict. All right, Jackson coming into the chat saying Ludwig brings the grit and no one else seems to have. 100%, Jackson. If you missed our last episode, we definitely talked about how we love to see the physicality come back into the culture of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Ludwig is carrying that torch. We absolutely love to see it. Remember, he got a concussion by being physical, and you would think that would stop him being physical, but nope, you can't take the dog out of the fight. He came in, he played really well. He's been playing super physical.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're about to talk about Jeff Carter. Guys, keep on coming into the chat. Let us know what you thought of the game tonight. Guys, like we had a goalie goal tonight.
Yeah.
Like, that's so unreal. You know, you see this in the AHL, you see it in the ECHL, and you're like, that's a different league. You know, that's different. That's like out of reach. I can't believe, first of all, he attempted it. Second of all, he scored. And it was a beautiful shot. Malkin had an empty net, and he was inside the offensive zone and missed.
Missed it.
That just goes to show what a shot by Jari. Jari was on absolute fire tonight. Someone else who was on absolute fire tonight that we have not seen any spark from in a long while. How about old Jeff Carter coming in on the zone, tic-tac-toe, burying it? I mean, it could have been anyone burying that puck, but I was so happy to see that it was Jeff Carter. He played absolutely phenomenal today. The whole team did after the first period. The whole team played absolutely phenomenal. Sidney Crosby. Can we talk about that goal? Can we absolutely talk about that goal? And before we do, Jackson coming in with the chat saying Jeff Carter revenge tour. 100%, dude. I would love to see Jeff Carter produce more and become like the top dog on that fourth line. Would love to see it. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's just be happy that he scored tonight.
Yeah.
His first of the season. Let's just be happy there. But yeah, let's talk about Sidney Crosby. If you think Sidney Crosby's washed, if you think Sidney Crosby's old, if you think Sidney Crosby doesn't have what it takes anymore, show him this goal. He was in the defensive zone at the blue line, not cherry picking like Connor McDavid, okay? He was on the blue line, actually back checking and playing defense. And then Gensel gets to stop, or is it Rust? Doesn't matter. It gets to stop at the blue line. And then just feeds Crosby. And Crosby goes down deep and digs up the 18-year-old phenom, and he puts on those jets, and he goes flying, and what does he do? Vasilevsky's reading. Vasilevsky's trying to go. He's going 5-hole. I guarantee you, Sid always goes 5-hole. What does Sid do? Top shelf, just making Vasilevsky look absolutely silly. Remember, people are saying this is the best goaltender in the world. Sidney Crosby said, guess what, bud? Hold my beer. I'm about to go top shelf and grab a cookie while I'm at it. And he just looked unreal. Like, Sid made it look so simple. And it's unreal to have Vasilevsky, you saw him. He cheated a little bit. He was going to go down to the 5-hole because he knows Sidney Crosby goes for the 5-hole.
On breakaways, yeah.
On breakaways, and then bang. Top shelf. Sid made it look so easy, and you got to give props. Sid looked phenomenal. Someone who else looked phenomenal that I usually give crap on is Evgeny Malkin. I even tweeted out. I will tell you when he does a good job, okay? I am not one to say, oh no, he still stinks. He still does turnovers. Evgeny Malkin looked great tonight. Now, he did have a couple turnovers, but that's fine. So did everyone. I will say the way he was skating, the way he was moving the puck, and the way he was playing his role on that line. That's what I want to see from Evgeny Malkin every single game. The way he was passing, the way he was moving the puck. Those are the things that I want to see more of, especially with the guy with the A on his chest. I want to see that movement more. I think he's been playing great. I'm surprised. Did he get one? No, he didn't. O'Connor got one. He assisted it. Yeah. He gave it to O'Connor, which is unlike Malkin. Malkin would have probably held on to that puck and shoot it, but he understands the situation. Hey, it's 2-1. Dude, we gotta get back into this game. Let me just give it to O'Connor. O'Connor buries it. It was a nice pass. He was playing great after that first period. O'Connor, Raquel's in danger, dude. I want to talk about this real quick, and I want to get your opinion, Josh. Raquel hasn't produced. Okay? O'Connor has been playing lights out. He was on the first line, proved that he could be there. And he started on the fourth line this beginning of the season. Is Rickard Raquel in danger when he comes back from an injury because O'Connor's producing with Malkin? Is Raquel in danger now on that second line?
Yeah, I think that's the better question. So, like, in danger, you got to figure out what do you mean by that. So, is his spot on the second line in jeopardy? Yes. Is his spot on the team in jeopardy? That's still up in the air. But I think you nailed it. The way that Drew O'Connor has, you know, really played this entire, month and a half, 2 months to start the season has been nothing
Unreal.
short of remarkable. I mean,
Unreal.
what is he, 24, 26? He's somewhere in that
I'm not even
range. He's
sure.
still super young. Still
Yeah.
super young. He's the youth that we were relying on in this lineup. And
Yeah.
he has been reliable. And he's only gotten more and more chances, more and more opportunities, the more he has, gone up the lineup. So I do like that pairing of him on the second line with Malkin, with Riley Smith.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice pairing because I do believe that he's faster than both of them. And so then you have the speed, then you have, like the greatness, I was just going to say the all around play of Malkin. And then you have Riley Smith, who's just, I mean, I didn't think he had the stick handles that he has. I didn't realize, like I know we're giving props to Drew O'Connor right now, but I also have to say I did not realize how good Riley Smith is. Like I understood when we made the trade, it was like, oh yeah, Riley Smith, he was really pivotal in the Vegas Golden Knights
You
winning the
thought we
Stanley
were
Cup.
getting a Teddy Bluger. Like just
No, better
hey.
than better than Teddy Bluger, but I didn't think we were getting like someone who can like literally replace Jason
Zucker.
Jason Zucker. Thank you. Jason Zucker. But I think he's a better Jason Zucker. He's not scoring at Jason Zucker's level, but the way that he's able to move around in that line and move around on the ice and find the empty spots, and he'll just like literally just, it's like you're watching. This is going to be a horrible example because that's not what they're doing, but it's like the Harlem Globetrotters where they like literally just like run around in circles and will just leave the ball off for the other person. And that's just what Riley Smith is doing out there. And it's like, it was really funny because like I was watching, I was scrolling on Twitter, and there was like someone just was, it was a basketball reference, and someone was playing well, and they used that meme. I don't know if you ever saw it. It's like with Shaquille O'Neal, and it says, "I'm sorry, I didn't.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
Wasn't familiar with your game," and that's literally how I feel about Riley Smith.
Yeah,
and
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't familiar with your game, dude.
That trio, I think that is crucial, and I think you hit the nail on the head. Raquel may have to go to the third line, which then
might be
brings
good.
Up good. That brings up an issue. Because then, so on the third line right now, we have Harkins, who came up from Wilkes-Barre. Correct. And I mean, have you noticed him in the game? No, not really. But then it's like, so who do you bump out? Do you bump out him? Do you bump out Carter from the fourth and bring Harkins down to the fourth line? I think that's where Sullivan's gonna have to,
I think that's a good problem to have right now.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Because I think, and listen, we got people chomping at the bit to come up. So we got Alex Nylander ready to go.
Yeah.
Vinny Hinostroza. We have guys that are willing to play, and Puustinen, and don't forget, things are going to be shaken up a lot. We still have people who are hurt. And I just think that the position that Raquel secured last season with the second line is now in jeopardy. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I think it's in jeopardy. He's got to come back from this injury, and he's got to produce like immediately. I think, and it's not because I don't like him. It's not because I think he's bad. I just think in order for things to be right, he's definitely got to do something when he comes back. Definitely, he's got to do that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can I bring up something negative before we move on?
Sure, go ahead.
I know this was a great game. We had a goalie goal. We had a whole bunch of great performances, and so many people look good on the ice.
Yeah.
But there is still one issue that I am out of ideas on how to fix, and it feels like that they don't want to try and fix. And that's the power play.
Oh.
That power play is atrocious. And no matter how many times that they throw out there, Malkin, Crosby, Carlson, Gensel, all on the same line, we still can't get a goal. It's super frustrating.
Here's the solution, and I've been saying it. It's been.
I know Malkin on the second line.
Malkin on the second line. Fire Todd Reardon. I think we're happy.
Yeah.
Like it's a Matt Canada Pittsburgh Steelers situation. You have to fire him. You have an all-star team. You have an all-star power play.
Yeah.
You have Carlson, Gensel, Crosby, Malkin. Throw anyone else in there. You want Letang? You want two defensive guys?
No, I think they put Smith in there. I think.
Okay, so you put Riley Smith. That's a Stanley Cup power play. It's unreal that we have gone. What is it? 0-20?
It was 20 coming into the game. We're 0 for 21 now.
0 for 21.
We had a power play.
Todd Reardon should be packing his bags right now.
Yeah.
It's unreal how he still has a job. I said if we don't score a power play goal in the Toronto game, because
that's 4 games ago now.
That's got to hit home for Kyle Dubas, because he wanted that win against Toronto. And I just think we need something switched up. NES Addict comes in and says, you know who we need on the point? A proven goal scorer. Tristan Jarry. Mike Trout. That's who we need on the power play. Here's what we're going to do.
That's good.
We're going to drop Letang back in goal. Jarry comes skating up to join the power play and just risks one. And then people just go, what are the Penguins doing? It's like Goldberg in Mighty Ducks. Like he stops at the blue line, takes his helmet off, gets the knuckle puck ready. Whoosh. People be like, these tricks up their sleeves.
Yeah.
See, and NES says straight out of Mighty Ducks 4.
Yes.
Dude.
Nice.
That'd be great.
That's good. I don't know why my comments aren't showing. I can't see the comments. So you're gonna have to throw them up.
Can I debut something on this podcast?
Fire away.
I'm going to wear this every time the Penguins win. Okay?
Oh boy. Oh,
I'm here.
Louie stepped away because he's either putting something on or he's taking something off, and I have a feeling since the camera is off, he has taken an item of clothing off. Oh dear God.
Tell me this isn't the greatest thing. Tell me this isn't the greatest thing you've ever seen.
Okay, so all right, for a little context, because obviously this will get to the audio version of the podcast, but Louie is wearing a Penguin mascot head. He literally looks like Iceberg. And
this is
Tux.
Iceberg's head, dude.
It is Iceberg's head.
Look at this. Look at see, I can see you.
Yeah, no.
Look at that.
Doesn't Iceberg have the bigger beak though?
Hey Josh, I gotta do something with it, but
oh my word!
Look at this thing, dude. Look at
so
this.
Ridiculous.
This is how you celebrate a win.
This
is how you celebrate a great win for the boys. Okay, you know how after every game, the Penguins share that Jofa helmet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they go, hey, you're the player of the game, dude. You put this helmet on. That's what this is. Okay? This is, hey, we played a great game.
Oh, man.
This is it. This is the Pittsburgh Penguins, baby. This is the Pittsburgh Penguins, dude. We're
That's
here.
Great.
We got a goalie goal. This is it, dude. This is pinnacle of Penguins podcasting.
So every episode that we win, this will make its debut.
100%. Well, this
I like
is
it.
debut right now,
This
baby.
is the
This is
debut, but yeah, you should. So every win, you should start the episode with that.
I can't really hear you.
I figured.
But you know what?
I said for every win, you should start the episode with that.
Probably
I know
should.
you sent me a picture of that. I thought that was just in New York when you were with your in-laws. Did you buy that? Did you buy that up there?
No, this is a Christmas present. All right. So my sister-in-law said, "You know what Louie needs? A replica of the iceberg mascot." Look at this. Look at this, dude.
Oh my word.
I look like a freaking pro. Hire me for your kids' birthday parties. Look at this.
That's great.
I'm the real iceberg. I'm gonna finish the episode like this.
All right.
So I just like how if you look closely.
Yeah, I can see your entire face.
Look at that. It looks like I'm like a Ninja Turtle or something.
Or Navy SEAL diver.
All right. Here we go. Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's talk about how great we were tonight. How am I coming? Am I sounding good?
Yeah, I mean you sound a little nasally, but I mean we're both under the weather, so we're
my
battling.
mouth is right here, not here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I get it.
Remember everyone, I'm not a real penguin, okay? This is a mascot head. For those asking in the chat, like I said, my sister-in-law bought this for me for Christmas, because we celebrate Christmas on Thanksgiving. All right. And I'm pretty sure she bought it on Amazon.
Nice.
So, but this is the greatest gift I think I've ever received. And she literally said, wear it on the podcast. And I said, without a doubt, like this has to be. And I was going to debut it last game, but we lost. Okay.
Yeah.
In overtime. Okay.
Oh dear God. Okay.
Let's just get a little water in me. Okay. Let's get back to the game, Josh. We have a lot to talk about here. The Pittsburgh Penguins actually dominated in the last two periods, which makes me want to know who did the talking between the first period and the second period. Because it had to either be Mike Sullivan literally ripping everyone a new one, or it was Sidney Crosby going, listen, guys, my back is starting to hurt from carrying every single one of you. Malkin, I see those turnovers. Letang, stop taking penalties. Jari, you're doing all right. Keep it up. But everyone else, you guys got to figure something out. My back's starting to hurt. And I think they came on the ice, and they did absolutely amazing in the second half. And I think Rupp on the Sportsnet Pittsburgh broadcast said it perfectly. Okay, Mike Rupp. Mm-hmm. He said, remember this win. Because when we go down the stretch and when we're winning, we're going to go back. I just love
Keep going. Keep going.
You're going to go back, okay, to this win and go, we've done it before. We can do it again.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I think. I think the Penguins are going to do. I think the Penguins are, I don't know. Like, this is one of these wins where you're just, how'd they do it? And whoa.
Party time.
Party time here in USA. Sorry. I think this is going to be a defining game, and I really do think that whatever happened in between that period is going to jumpstart this team. Josh.
Yeah, I do think you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit of both. Like Sullivan comes in there, rips them apart, does a, little speech, slams a cooler or something, trash can,
I want you to be a hockey player.
Yeah. I am a hockey player. Yeah.
Yeah. You think that'll get him going? Yeah, like
yeah.
that's
Yeah, but then
kinda
literally
stuff.
after he leaves, Crosby comes in and does his thing, and then they,
like after he freaks out, Sid comes in and goes, "Tonight, you guys are the greatest hockey team. You were born to be hockey players." And then he just walks out, and all of them, they just
verbatim.
They just look at each other and they go. And then they go, and then they march out. And they play the best hockey we've ever seen them play because Sidney Crosby said, "Tonight, you guys are the greatest hockey team in the world." That's what he said. Anyway, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it. And, I think that's a great point that you alluded to with Rupp saying that tonight may be a pivotal game in the season. Tampa's not a part of our division, but they're in our conference, and they are a top team in the conference. So it's just a matter of, you taking a picture of this right now?
I am. I'm going to post it on Twitter.
All right. So, yeah,
I have to go like this because I can't see.
So it's good. It's good to see them get 2 points here. And, now it's just, now we got to build off it. We got a home at home with Philadelphia, who's, surprisingly not the worst team in the NHL right now. So, it's never an easy game against Philly. So we got to make sure we get, honestly, I think we got to win both games against them. It's Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We've been dominating them for the last few years. They've grown a little bit, but they're still in a rebuild, and we need to capitalize on it every time we play them. So, yeah, I don't want another situation like Nashville, even though, like, it's the NHL. These guys are the best in the world. Anything can happen. But, yeah, I think we got to win. Got to keep building, and then just go on from there.
No, I think Philly's going to be a tough task only because they are playing well, and we got to figure out how to beat teams that are good. We have struggled with that, and like we held Rangers to 1. Yeah. Now it's time to get that W against a harder team, but we're going to need some good guys to do that, Josh. And I think that's a perfect time to get into the guys that helped us win tonight, which is our favorite segment on the Penguins Collective podcast, our TPC 3 stars of the game.
Nice. Brought to you by Iceberg.
Do you like that head movement, Josh? I've been going to mascot school, dude. All right. So our 3rd star of the game, not his first goal of the season. Actually, yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, his second goal. It was the second goal.
Oh, okay. Well, his second goal of the season, assisted by Evgeny Malkin, who had a pretty good game today, is Drew O'Connor. DOC. The Doc.
100th game.
100th game. He scored, baby. He scored. And he looked good doing it. He's a 3rd star of the game, Josh.
Yeah, no, I mean, you nailed it. He looked good on the ice. There were some spots where he was playing a little defense, back checking, doing everything that is needed. He was on the penalty kill. Well, I mean, he's been on the penalty kill, but just looks good and had a good game, 100th game of his career, which is kind of wild because, like, it kind of already feels like he's been a part of the team for, like, half a decade, but it's only been, 2 years. So, yeah, so he's our 3rd star of the game. So moving on to the 2nd star is none other than the GOAT, Sidney Crosby. Looked phenomenal on that goal. with that breakaway, top shelf, like Louie said, explained earlier in the episode. But the whole game, he looked amazing. It wasn't just the goal. He was all over the ice. He was flying around. He was
Yeah.
back checking. He was doing Sidney Crosby things that makes him,
Great.
one of the best to ever play the game. So
100%.
second star of the game tonight.
And Josh, the first star of the game. I mean, Sidney Crosby. Like, what can you say?
Yeah.
Can you say? And Jackson, thank you so much for being on this chat, not saying one word with me in this thing. All right. Can we talk about you guys are the real MVP? Me and Iceberg are going to say the first star together. He got a goalie goal, the first goal for a goaltender in Penguins history. Flower tried.
Yeah.
I know this is incorrect, but I'm sure Jeff Zatkoff tried.
Matt Murray tried.
Matt Murray tried for sure. But Tristan Jarry was the one.
Didn't Louis Domingue try?
Louis Domingue did try. But guess who
I
succeeded?
think I do remember Louis Domingue try. Yeah.
Is Tristan Jarry. He gets the iceberg head today. He gets it. I'm sure he got the Jofa helmet today for sure.
Yeah.
And no, he's definitely. Oh yeah, NES comes in saying, "Dude, Jarry is a Penguin legend now." First of all, for sure he is. Second of all, you got to go record a podcast, dude. You got to get out here. But yeah, 100%. He's a legend. Iceberg head of the game, Jackson. I think that's a new segment.
That's the new segment. What's
the iceberg head of the game? And can I put it on over my headset still? Oh boy, that's a tight. Oh, my hat. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah, it's the hat. It's not your headphones.
For those of you who are listening, this is probably the worst experience you've ever had on a podcast.
I don't know. Last episode was pretty rough.
Oh my gosh, so much better, dude.
It looks better. Aesthetically, it looks better too because the headphones.
It puffs it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is basically my look for the rest of the season.
Only on wins, though. On victory.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hello. But yeah, Jarry, legend. He gets the iceberg head of the game. And that's pretty much it. Oh my gosh, dude. Nice. Look at this. This is rough.
Well, wait. So the hat just reminded me. You didn't even explain the video that started this episode.
Josh, I thought that was like movie magic, like let it happen.
Yeah. Well, you didn't explain where it came from.
All right, so that video in the beginning of the episode, I think we should just play it again, Josh.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. All right. So here we go. Hold on, guys. Just figure it out.
And then we'll do our sign off, and everyone can go to bed on this Thursday night and go into the weekend happy.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Ready for this? All right. So this ground level. There's Jarry's shot. Oh, dude.
Boom.
So good. So good.
It's a nice little penguin section right there.
Yeah, they're loving it. They're living life. Look, this guy goes. It's a goalie goal. Yeah. But that is provided by the owner of Yin's brand, Taylor. He's been on the podcast. And yeah, he just sent that and said unreal. And I said that's going on the podcast. So he was actually at the game and he sent that over to us. What a view.
Yeah.
Goalie goal was unreal. Great seats, dude. Let me know when you want to sell them. And yeah, it looked really good. NES comes in, says, what's the name overtime? I can't remember. Sudden death? Oh, now you could star in that movie with Van Damme. I understand what he's saying.
Jean-Claude?
Yeah, there's a movie
A
where it
Sudden
takes
Death? Is that
place.
the one? Is that the one where they're doing the
He's in
fighting
the
tournament?
mascot. No, that's Bloodsport, I think.
Bloodsport. Thank you. Yeah.
Get
That was
out
a
of
good
here,
one.
dude.
That was a good one.
No, this one, like, I forget what it is. I haven't seen it, but it takes place in Pittsburgh, and there's a bomb in the Mellon Arena during a Penguins game, and he has to dress up as Iceberg, and he fights people
No
as
way.
Iceberg. I'm not joking.
No way.
That's a movie. It's a movie. It's called Sudden Death. I'm dead serious.
Oh my
I'm not
word.
joking. It stars Claude Van,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
that guy, and he dresses up as Iceberg and he punches people in the mascot thing.
That's amazing.
Which, first of all, if I'm the Penguins like media people, that's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think they utilize it that enough. He dresses up as him and just he's grabbing a gun and shooting people as Iceberg. Dude, I would be using that
borderline
everywhere.
horror film.
I know. Put a little just do that. People wouldn't want to come here.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll have to find it. I'll have
yeah.
to find that.
Yeah, Jackson said still wishes Jari would have done it in person. Would have done it in Nashville so he could see it in person. He went to the Nashville game. And Jackson witnessed the interference in overtime live.
Nice.
So
the whole 14 seconds of overtime.
The whole 14 seconds of overtime.
That's sweet.
Oh,
Jackson, yeah. Wait. Jackson, have you been to Nashville before?
Like, Josh in Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, I love Nashville. I wanted to get his opinion. If that's his first time, like, what are his thoughts? Love Nashville. But again, I can't see the chat, so if he does chime in, like, I'm going to need you to throw it out there for me.
He said that Iceberg ends up dying in a dishwasher, which is exactly how. So it's not Jean-Claude Van Damme. I can't say it. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah,
wasn't in the mascot. The villain was in the mascot, and he fights him, and he dies in a dishwasher.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa, Jackson with a bombshell. He lives in Tennessee, Josh.
Yo, let's go.
He lives in Tennessee.
Is he a football fan? Oh no, he's not. He's a Steelers fan, isn't he?
He's a Steelers fan.
Jackson.
Oh, NES coming in with information about the movie Sudden Death. John,
we're going back and forth here.
Josh, who cares? Josh, this is what podcasting is all about. People go on different topics all the time, right? This mascot here. Do you see the chat, Josh?
I found it. I didn't have it. I didn't have the toggle switched. I found it now, and
we'll get there in a second. NES says Van Damme eventually puts on the suit.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. And Jackson comes back saying he is a Steelers fan, but his mom is a Titans fan.
That's what's up,
dude.
I mean, it's rough right now. It's rough to
be a Steelers fan.
No, it's not. If I had to choose between the two, I think it's better to be a Steelers fan right now because the future looks better. Just saying.
You got Levis though.
Yeah, Billy Jeans. Billy Jeans.
You love Billy that name.
I do.
Do they call him that?
I have no idea.
I'm sure they just say, "Hey, Will," and you're like, "Excuse me, my name is Billy Jeans." They're like, "We're not going to call you that," but okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Penguins won. Tristan Jarry. Okay, NES Addict comes in and says he's only a Penguins fan. And a Toronto fan, which don't backpedal now.
No, but the second sentence is great.
There's only one sport in thine eyes. Now, I love that use of King James, but it would be thy eyes.
What?
Let's get, yeah. There's only one sport in thy eyes.
I know. Kind of sounds like you're saying dry eyes, like you're in the commercial.
Oh, remember that commercial?
Dry eyes.
Dry eyes. Clear it up with whatever.
Clear eyes.
Yeah. We are dating ourselves. We are the worst
God.
podcast.
That guy died, didn't he?
Yeah, that's probably why they stopped making those commercials.
Yeah.
Ah!
Well, and I mean, they're dated.
They
were
are very dated.
They
Clear
were
eyes.
dated that.
NES coming in. For those listening on the audio, I'm so sorry. So here's what you need to do. Okay? If you're listening in the audio and go, what the heck is so funny? What's going on that podcast? I wish my voice was normal because I'm sure that sounded like a 12-year-old boy.
It sounded like something.
It sounded like it didn't sound great in my ears.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. If you're ever wondering what's going on that podcast, what you need to do is go on to YouTube, go under live tab. Well, first you got to go to the Penguins Collective podcast on YouTube. Oh, whoops. Go to @Pens Collective. You'll find us a lot easier. Go to the live tab. You'll see all our episodes from start to finish. You go ahead and click on those. Give it a thumbs up. Maybe hit subscribe. Maybe hit that notification bell whenever we go live so that way you can join the next time we go live. And you could see me put on the iceberg head every time we win. It's the greatest thing of all time. It's probably the best thing in sports media right now, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
all right.
Not much out there, so.
It's really not. Besides Pat McAfee, it's us. Okay, so that's all you got. All right? And shout out to everyone on Spotify Wrapped. Hey, Josh, did you see the numbers on our Spotify Wrapped?
Pretty wild.
Pretty wild. And that's all thanks to you guys. We're in the top 5 for over 100 people.
Yeah.
That's unreal. That's unreal. Here and NES comes in, says that isn't that all you need? And that's what he's referring to. These podcasts, that's all you need. Also, I attempted to send you guys what? On where? NES, you got to clarify. What are you talking about? Second of all, here's a podcast you got to listen to from now on. The Penguins Collective. Oh, no. The Warped Pipe podcast. The weekly wrap. Oh, no, what is it?
The Warp Pipe podcast.
The weekly Warp Pipe podcast. Those are 2 podcasts you need to listen to on the daily. Jackson comes in and says, number 4 for my podcast. I did a lot of listening in the offseason. Hey, and I appreciate it, Jackson. Seriously, we couldn't be doing this stuff without you guys. Seriously, you guys have created an awesome community. NES Addict, Jackson in the chat tonight, but so many other people have created this awesome community for us to chat and talk to. We're the only Penguins podcast that is, first of all, live. That I know. We're the only Penguins podcast that chats to you guys during the live.
Well, because we're the only one that's live.
So we got 2 things right there, Josh.
Technically 1, but yeah, I got you.
No. I'll take the 2 wins. Listen, all these podcasts that you listen to that are Penguins podcasts, all right? No, don't do the balloons for that. All those Penguins podcasts, they're not live. They're not here with you every game, all right? Actually, that's not true. A lot of them do daily episodes. We don't do daily episodes, but we do every game episodes, and we're live with you. And do they have an iceberg head? Do they have an iceberg mascot head? The answer to that little riddle is no. Okay? We're the best podcast around, and you guys make it great. And he's saying, we're here. We're live. Or he's saying, we're here. We live. And I would take that both ways, dude. We are here. We do live. All right? We live through this podcast.
All right, it's getting late.
Josh, our episode was so good last time.
Oh yeah, the one that went over an hour where we were just talking nonsense.
We're talking nonsense
which we're doing now.
But seriously, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining. Maybe by next episode, I have a clear voice.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm not going to say that. Second of all,
you're going
Josh,
solo.
I'm going solo. Saturday is our next game against Filet.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Maybe I'll have someone hopping on the podcast. I don't know.
Why not?
Maybe.
Feel it out.
Play it around, do some stuff. Hopefully it's a win. But you know what? Here's what we'll do. I'll go solo, but I need NES Addict. I need Jackson. I need all the people that Kyle. I need
I'll have Kyle.
Oh, he's going to be there?
Yeah, he's going to be there.
Why don't you guys just hop on your little phone and live?
I'll have literally hop on live with him there.
Yeah. For sure. You'll be in the back of the church just selfie in it going, "Ayo." I was thinking about doing that. So during your live, okay,
the first one where I had the technical difficulties.
No, the Rangers one when I was driving.
Gotcha.
I was trying to call you to be like, put me on the podcast while I'm driving.
I was wondering when you did call me.
I called you multiple times.
Yeah,
because I was
trying
like,
to figure out what that was.
I was like, hey, come on in. I was like, let me in. And you didn't get back to me. You're wrapping up. And I was like, dang it. I want to be on this podcast so bad while I'm driving. Abby's like taking a nap. I'm like texting and driving at the same time. Dangerous. But I thought it would be so funny if I just hopped in and be like, let's talk about that Penguins loss. Now, usually when Josh goes solo, I'll try to chime in on the chat. And I'll just be like I'll play like this character of an overreactive fan. So I'll say fire Mike Sullivan and I'll say the Penguins suck.
Well, yeah, the first time you did that was the first time I was solo. And, you did it on the Twitch on your Twitch account, but I didn't know it was you. So I'm like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And
I'm just like fire Mike Sullivan. And Josh wasn't even talking about Mike Sullivan. No. He was like talking about our power play. And I'm like, fire Mike Sullivan. Tristan Jarry's the worst goaltender in the league.
Yeah.
And then I texted Josh separately saying, that's me. Just ignore it. But hey, NES. He's saying he can hop in while I'm not. Maybe, dude. We'll play it. We'll play it by ear. But Josh, that'll do it for this episode. We have Saturday's game against Phillies at 7:00.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it there. 7:00. I'll be live tweeting the game. I will be hopping on here. Maybe NES makes an appearance. Who knows? But guys, thank you so much for joining this episode. This derailed episode of the Penguins Collective Podcast. Josh, sometimes you just gotta
derailments.
Josh,
derailments.
We are here and we live. Okay? We here, we live. Sometimes you just gotta let things roll. That's what the people pay for. That's what the people pay for, Josh. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining this horrible episode. The Pittsburgh Penguins win, beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2. Tristan Jarry, first goaltender in the Penguins' history to get a goalie goal. Now, will the Penguins take that momentum against Philly? Are we home for that game or are we away?
It's a home at home, so I don't know who goes first. But
I see. It's a back-to-back.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
think there's a
are we
space.
playing Sunday as well?
No, I think it's Monday. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a weird.
Josh, we should know this stuff. What are we doing?
It's a weird. All right.
Hold on.
All right.
We can't just say that and go, oh, we don't know. It is. It's Saturday at 7 and then Monday at 7,
Yeah.
which
See,
is
I was
great
right.
because I got a hockey game.
Playoffs.
No, championship, Josh.
Ooh, even better.
Championship. But no. What was I saying? Saturday. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm tired. It's 10:44 and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Penguins are playing Philadelphia on Saturday. I will be there live tweeting. Don't forget to stay after the game. We will go live because we here, we live, and we are live, and we want you to be there giving your opinion and derail the episode. We love when you derail the episode. Don't listen to Josh. We love it. It's entertaining, and it makes this fun. So make sure you're there. You could find us on every podcast platform. I wanted to double check the other day when we say you can find us on all platforms. I'm like, is that really true? Oh, it's true. We're on like 15 platforms. We're on all of them. Type in at Pens Collective, we're there. Type in the Penguins Collective podcast, we're there. Go on to YouTube, we're there. Go on to Twitch, guess what? We're there. Twitter, oh baby, we've always been there. Okay, and you can find us there live tweeting, and you can be there and message us all day. We're there because we're here and we live. Guys, thank you so much for joining this podcast. We really do appreciate it. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys because honestly, you guys have made this so worth it. This is 3 years now we've been doing this podcast, and you guys make it better every single time. So awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making it awesome. And Josh, comments before we go.
Oh, I think I nailed it on the Thanksgiving Eve episode. You know, sending the thanks out to all of our listeners, all of our fans, and then getting that Spotify Warped recap for 2020 wrapped recap of 2023 that like blew my mind a little bit. So it's awesome. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. Seriously, you guys have a great night. We'll see you on Saturday night. Josh, as always,